So without the heading and making names and making motions through the realms, it allowed me to go live. So what is your name?
Alan Vogel.
Alan what?
Vogel.
Vogel. All right, Alan. So your son's friend got a hold of your son and let you know that there's a healer out there and made the connection between us. And what do you got going on for as far as a disease?
Pancreatic cancer.
Pancreatic cancer. They say that's incurable, huh?
Pretty much.
Right.
I had a Whipple surgery to get rid of the tumor. There were some cells left over behind because your pancreas, they cut a third off where the head had the tumor. That's gone. But what happens is cancer cells still behind in the lining.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they were going to give me chemo just to get rid of that, just in case. I did 11 and a half weeks of drip chemo. Then I have developed a nodule in that area. And then they sent me for 6 weeks of oral chemo and radiation, hitting that spot specific because it was just a nodule. And they said, we do good with that. I just went for my CAT scan and I've got multiple nodules now and it went into my lungs.
So we're going to do a healing on you. But what is also pretty ironic and cool, you used to film for Ed and Lorraine Warren.
I did.
For like 10 years, you said?
Yep.
Wow. Do you have any names of other people that was on the team when you did your filming?
Roger Coyle, he was a cop in Bristol at the time. He was my partner. And we would always go together because we're both doubters. So we want to see, whatever happens, we have to try to find the physical reason for it to make sure it's not spiritual per se. Sometimes you go into people's houses, they have emotional issues. But are they really seeing or getting what they're seeing? Are they feeling it? We would try to find the physical aspects of it. And when we couldn't find that anymore, and Lorraine would come in and look, and then we would find out what was really going on.
All right. So besides that one individual you named, any other members of the team at that? How many members were there of the team when you were filming?
Well, we were one of the first ones that ever did it, so it was just pretty much me and Roger. We brought in a couple of younger guys. I can't remember their names now. It was years ago. They were just young kids.
So I'm wondering if Jason would remember you if he was there, because he was in college. Jason McLeod.
Jason doesn't ring a bell. There was Charlie. There was a Charlie I remember. That was an interesting guy. What happens though, at that time, they would do teachings in the museum. So they had a little school there, and that's how it all started. And then I had gotten a video camera because you got to remember back then nobody had cameras, so I got one. And then we started doing filming. I still have a lot of those VHS tapes.
I want to see some of those.
Yeah, I still have a lot of them, and you could see where Ed would go into our house and agitate what was in there, and the table and the chairs would just
wow.
The floor.
That has to be so. So you've literally witnessed tables and chairs moving before your eyes.
I've seen that. I've seen lots of things. I've seen stuff being thrown out of rooms. I think one of the ones that when I first started getting into it, I didn't film this because I wasn't thinking, but you had a door jam, and if I had my arm and I stick my arm through the door jam, as the door jam went through, all the hair would just stand right up. And when I backed out, all my hair went back down. I thought, wow, the whole room is just charged with electricity.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Seen a lot of stuff. I remember again, you look for the physical first. So I remember I was in this house in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. A lot of activity in that house. A woman her daughter was being attacked all the time by things that were in the house. So I remember there was a bedroom and there was a bathroom. The bathroom was shared with the hallway. So it wasn't exactly a private bath. I was standing literally right in the door jamb. So I could see Mrs. Minerva at the entrance to her bedroom. I could see the doorway to hallway to come into that bathroom. So I'm right between the bathroom and the bedroom. And one of the investigators was Charlie. He was sitting there. And I remember saying to myself, I wonder if there's something in this house. And I heard, just like that. Charlie almost fell over on the floor. Did you hear that? And I went, yeah, I heard that. It was an insult to the Trinity. It was letting me know he was there watching us.
Right.
Oh yeah, Charlie, that was it. He wanted to leave.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what was probably the biggest highlight or any place that you went to with Ed and Lorraine that probably was most memorable? And I guess I could use the word, did you ever get scared when you were with them, or did you always feel confident?
Well, you're always nervous. I remember Ed telling me, he says, listen to what I'm telling you. He said, the spirit world will instill fear in you like a rattlesnake shakes his tail. Well, okay. So that Minerva house that I was talking about, the one that I heard the 3 knocks.
And where was that at?
Minerva, that Minerva was their last name. They lived in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. So when my buddy Raj finally came up, because I did that investigation, started it off myself because he was working, so he couldn't come. I was so excited to show him. I saw this stuff flying out of the room. Like, Raj, come here. I thought he was behind me. I walked right into the room, and I got hit with fear, big time. Right? It stood me right up.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not, so I just backed out of the room. And when I backed out of the room, I said, Raj, get over here. And he walked over. We walked in the room, nothing. He was talking to me at that moment.
Right.
And I said, I hear you, and I'm out. So it was, that was a frightful time for me. And I did film an exorcism that Bishop McKenna did in another place up in Massachusetts. It was a farmer that would get possessed. And I did film that. And they actually put that in the book, The Haunting, I think.
Right.
I have to look it up. But,
so how many tapes do you have of the filming?
of all the places I went?
Yeah, with them.
Oh, man, I must have 50, 60 anyway.
Really? Now,
VHS.
are they copies of them? Are they originals?
No, they're all originals of mine.
Wow.
Yeah, I filmed it, and we would look at it, and we try to understand what was going on in half the stuff. There's one that Ed did himself, because he started getting into it, because, we were doing it, and he started getting into it. And,
Right.
He actually caught a film. He did it himself at the Union Cemetery. He caught the white lady, and you could actually see it. I have a copy of it.
Right. Nice.
That's a copy. I did not film it.
Right.
He did. What he did was he took a van and he parked it at the cemetery. And he said, I actually fell asleep. So while he was sleeping, he had woken up. And when he got woken up, he was looking at the cemetery. He took the camera and started filming it. And you could actually see the white lady coming. And then some black things came up in front of it like that. And then she moved. And then the black things came back and went like that again. She walked right through.
Wow. So they were trying to stop her movement.
Stop her movement. Yeah.
Wow.
Why? I don't know.
Right.
I wasn't there. So I can't only, but I do have a copy of the film that he took.
Right. Nice.
That was really something.
And you can see that in the film, huh?
Clear as day.
Wow.
Clear as day.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to move into, is it okay if I do the filming of the healing as well? Or do you want to pass on that part? That's your call.
I've never done it. It's
Right.
new to me.
All right, so I'm gonna have you want to hold the camera and you can just keep us in the picture. We have our lovely assistant, his wife. You want to be on film? No? You have a nice smile.
Well, thank
So
you.
you just hold it. I'm gonna have you stand up.
Yeah.
So you just you're probably gonna want to back up a little bit so you're able to catch everything that we're doing.
I need both of you in this.
Well, yeah, that would be nice.
I'm teasing you. Okay, Shadow, go lie down, boo boo.
So you can take your hands and you're just gonna put them
Shadow.
on the sides, okay?
Mhm.
And you can either leave your glasses on or off. You know how good you can see close up or not.
Yeah.
So I'm basically gonna connect to the heavens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just get a little close, not too close, and then look right in your eyes. If your eyes want to move, don't let them move.
Don't let them.
Don't let them move. You want to keep yourself on me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a check on the interior of your vessel, your soul.
Okay.
So
My soul.
yeah, your soul.
We're not talking about it.
No, we're talking soul.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna connect to heaven. You can go right in there. Oh, body, soul.
Yeah, yeah.
You're a vessel. So you have neuropathy, so you're probably not going to feel any tingling. If you do, that would be some cool stuff. Raise your hands if you feel any tingling. If you feel any heat or any tingling anywhere else in your body, which we'll see, because you've got neuropathy.
Yeah.
So if you do, point it, don't touch it, okay? So I'm just gonna look right into your eyes. I'm just gonna silently say the Lord's Prayer. Pay attention to your body. Anything happens, feel free to be vocal. All right, now you have neuropathy, so you're not gonna know what to try and get out. So I'm gonna do what I call priming the pump. I'm just gonna take my hands, keep your arm firm. I'm gonna pull, don't let it come towards me. Keep your arm there. I'm just going to do this here. So I call this priming the pump. If you have neuropathy, you can't tell if they want out or not. So this is like siphoning gas out of a gas tank.
Yep.
So I'm doing this here, and if there's anything there that we can pull out, if your body feels anything, let me know. All right, and do a look in your eyes again. Relax your arm.
Mhm.
See how they just moved? Keep them on me. Focus. Don't let them move. All right. So you can't feel anything, right? You're not feeling anything? That's all right. With neuropathy, it's almost like playing pin the tail on a donkey.
Yeah.
So now I have to utilize all my gifts and the majority of the way things are happening and go. So we're almost half blind. So now I'm going to say the Lord Prayer verbally. I'm sure you have no problem with me saying it verbally.
No, of course not.
No, I ask you because there's so many different people that I work with. I don't even care for atheists. I got enough faith for both of us, whether they're atheists or not, which is cool stuff.
Absolutely.
Right?
Okay.
I'm being lit up for confirmation. See all the hairs and the goosebumps? I speak truth.
Now, can I look at either eye? No.
Just
Pick one and
well, just pick one, say on it, or whatever. Just don't drift off in your mind. Focus on my eyes to allow heaven to come through to go into your vessel.
okay.
That's what we're trying to do. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Now with the neuropathy, you can't feel anything. I'm just going to take both of your hands and just basically, I call this closed circuit.
Mhm.
So because we can't tell what does want to come out and what doesn't want to come out, we're just going to pretty much just send pure light right into the vessel and
Okay.
fry it in this dish. Just keep your eyes on me. If you do feel anything in your body, do let me know. So the gift did start firing off. It's firing off in my right hand. So it is popping off like the pop rocks I was talking about earlier. You with neuropathy can't feel anything. Are you feeling anything emotionally? Your eyes look like they're starting to swell up like you. Are you feeling anything or no?
Not at the
No,
moment
okay.
yet.
Almost looked like you were getting connecting to heaven.
Oh, I wish. I'm ready.
Yeah, well, watch which way you want to connect to heaven yet. You're not ready to go there directly, right?
No, no.
Okay. So words are very important. Words are very powerful. So when you say I wish, clarify it. I wanted 7 women, one for each day of the week. I told God this should be nice. It won't be cheating because they'll all be aware of each other, and it won't be bad in your eyes because I'm asking you for it. I forgot to ask for them in 7 bodies. So I got a woman with multiple personality disorder. 5 other ones were with it. Well, watch what you wish for.
Exactly.
All right, so we're where is your pancreas exactly? So he actually has stage 4 cancer. Stage 4? Is stage 4? What stage are you at with pancreatic cancer?
Well, the last I read was stage 3 now.
3. Okay. So where are these nodules?
Right in here.
All right. So I'm just gonna take one hand on this side.
Yep.
One hand on this side. You just relax, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now the coolest stuff about this here as she's filming is that there are many people out there that have the gift of sight, and they can actually see what is happening and going on. That is cool. So there are so many different people that have different gifts. My gifts are healing, terminating demons, connecting people to the other side, feeling them.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the gift starting to fire off, so I just shut up. Feeling anything?
Warmth.
All right, I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer verbally out loud, and then go back to silently praying some more, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So basically what I do is, once the gift starts firing off like it is, I thank the heavens, I thank God, I thank Jesus, I thank all the archangels, I thank all the heavenly beings and spirits and family that coming through. I guess that's why they pretty much call everybody in. So I guess that's why they know me in heaven. Oh, yeah, I know him up here. He brings us into dreaming on the beautiful stuff. Now, when would you be going for any? Are you still doing testings every so often?
I just had the CAT scan done. That's why I found out that it's in my lungs now.
Mm-hmm.
And I meet the doctor on Wednesday.
We're going to move up to the lungs. Good.
Yeah. This is the thing that bothers me. It's not this. It's this. That's how I knew there was something wrong. And meet the doctor on Wednesday night, but all he's gonna do is review the results. So he's not gonna tell me something I already know. And then I don't know what he wants to do after that.
Make sure before they do anything after that, they take another more scans.
Probably what he's gonna do. He had a CAT scan, he might put me in for a PET scan. I think I've had 5 scans already.
Now, is this lung on this side that's bothering you more than the other one?
I had nodules and stuff inside.
What's this
that.
right here?
It's a port,
This
so they can access
Okay.
my blood anytime they need, or give me chemo anytime they want.
Now, would you like to try to connect to somebody in heaven, or is that like out of your realms and you don't want to try to do anything like that?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people I'd love to talk to. My memory would be one.
Well, if it's of interest to you, we can give it a whirl. All right, have a seat.
Sure. How do I know that she's?
Oh, you'll know if it's her. So I'm going to take hold of your hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to put one hand right with the Jewish
Shadow.
breathing caps.
Yeah.
You're going to close your eyes. Okay. Now,
Shadow.
I am going to
Shadow, go
pray
lie down.
then I'm going to go right to the Lord's Prayer audibly. You're going to keep your eyes closed. When you start to see anything coming through, be verbal with me. If we get
Shadow,
a
bed.
loved one
Go lie
coming
down.
through immediately, just
Go lie
give me
down.
a shit-eating grin and let me know that they're there. You keep your eyes closed, and then I can break off the connection. You'll keep your connection with your eyes closed. Once your eyes start bopping like you're in a REM sleep, that's when I know that we're close. If you see his eyes start to flutter like you're in REM sleep, that's when we're breaching the veil, lifting the veil, and getting into the heavens. All right, just bear with me. Who are we trying to get a hold of?
My grandma,
What was Grandma's name?
Amelia.
Amelia. What was it? Amelia?
Bordelot.
Amelia what?
Amelia Bordelot.
All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to think of a very beautiful, memorable time that you had with her. Stick that in your memory. We're going to use that for knocking on heaven's door. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Was Amelia Roman Catholic?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're usually very strict and adamant about not doing stuff like this here. So see if she'll give you any object, flowers, anything like that. Maybe I've had some come through, but the probabilities of someone coming through that's strict Roman Catholic is probably 30% versus much higher with other people. This is the red button. So all right, are you is anything trying to come through? Any colors, any light, any images, anything at all?
No, not really.
All right.
I could always try my father,
Right.
but he's deaf, so.
Well, he won't be deaf now.
Now, yeah, I know.
He won't be deaf now. What's your dad's name?
Joseph
Joseph
Vogel.
Vogel. That was that's what I just shouldn't have needed to think about. All right, let's think of Joseph, a beautiful moment that you had with him. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. And images and colors, anything at all?
Must be me, I'm thick.
No. There's so when you run up against walls, so what we do is we go for, you have a favorite pet that you had in the past that you lost that your heart bleeds for, that you think of once in a while. Right? Think of a beautiful moment with that pet. So this is a kind of like in through the back door. So I'll bring over a pet, then they come looking for the pet. Where to go? That's I don't want to call it sneaky, but it is a way to get them to come on over. Was it a dog, a cat, or what was it?
Well, I've had a couple of dogs.
Well,
Trooper.
all right, think of Trooper Adobe, and basically call him in your mind. Tell him, is it a boy? Troop, is it a boy? Tell him, come here, boy. In your mind, use your voice in your mind and call for him. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Troopy, no Troopy. We're gonna get him, he doesn't want to come through. Troopy, get over here.
Must be me.
No, that's all right.
Must be me.
Well, it's the probability of that, believe it or not, is almost like 80% of getting people to come through. Yeah, it's a pretty decent probability. Oh, so it was a pleasure working with you. It was a pleasure knowing live chat or visible and none hide on them. So it was a pleasure meeting with you.
Thank you.
I got an impatient worker that's calling, and it's awesome to know that you worked with Ed and Lorraine Warren. It's awesome to know that you've got tapes. Don't let anybody snatch those from you.
Somebody would get rid of them in a heartbeat.
Well, if that's the case, I want first in line, okay? Especially if this all disappears.
Oh my God.
All right, God bless you. And you want to say goodbye on the camera? Or you want to stay off the camera?
I'll just stay off.
Stay off the camera? Get off my phone. All right, God bless you. And thank you for letting me film and sharing your stories.
Thank you.
All right, how do we end this here? Are you sure you want to stop? Yep. Okay.